Alright, people. We're just picking up where we left off, which is that we finished questioning her. We can talk to God about this class, about the dead man. I guess I'll ask a little later about that. I'll ask her about stuff when Kim's not around. And I guess we could talk to the smoking dude again. Target dead body. Oh yeah, Jamrock. Is it even time? Oh yes, it is time. Let's skedaddle. You're looking a little laggy right now. Any way we could fix that? Not sure. We should get going. Josh, you need to know what's up.
Hey, was there something you needed?
I saw another thing.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Oh yeah. God, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go to the kitchen. Why can't I go to the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now?
Maybe
That's
I
none
am.
of your business.
Maybe I am a cook.
You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
God, what if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the
Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines, a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? Do you want to play it? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
I was thinking about selling those pinball machines. I want a fat cut. See, sweet shit. I'm a disruptor.
Those machines are whirling property. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not planning to sell them. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned.
I have to warn you. I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Wait, so you know the curse?
Everyone knows of it.
Whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call, but couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
Well, not once. Isn't that already a sign of decline? The whirling was once a part of the East Delta pinball machine before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the Whirling fails too. The Whirling was once part of the East Delta Pinball Arcade, which failed. Though perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, some doom ghost.
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively.
You really
before,
care about the Whirling,
hostel
huh?
is actually very important to him.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Yeah, so you finally admit it.
Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I
Wow.
think some money laundering might be involved.
You gotta let him get his shit. But he didn't. He really cares about it. And who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
Song.
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateneers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
What about those other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the work.
Good luck to you with this place then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Class in room 3, she nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He really doesn't like it being classy.
Oh. Yeah, I bet you didn't want it to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
Wow. She really isn't his taste. Her spell hasn't spread here.
Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to stack. And then I need to wash dishes because it turns out I have to do that too now.
Alright.
Yes?
The assault victim. Confront the Hardy Boys. Ooh. We could get beaten up by them, maybe. Well, we'll talk to, the library. We gotta call the library before I forget.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get.
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Majan, a reader.
Billy Majan, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps, far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Billy Majon's home address. Is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Do you have any other information on Billy Majon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who does?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
You know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
And Marie described to me what the husband looked like.
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him. 1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you, that's all from me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Okay, so I guess we can go to the place where that smoker man was. It's on the way. See what's up over there. Oh yeah, isn't like conceptualization a little better now?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Oh,
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend.
hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number a poor communard
Is the
from the
police
looks
open
of
up?
it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. No one answers.
Let's go. There's
Nobody here. I guess.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Don't knock. Just leave. You don't need this. You don't need to sad it up.
Hold up, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Okay. Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to.
Alright, I
as
think
soon
I'm
as
ready.
possible.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
Is this Billy Méjean's house? Home. This is the police. Please open the door.
The police. A moment, please give us a moment.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open. It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
Let's just tell her.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God, do I just say he's dead like that?
Yes, that's the most important thing. Use that
Ma'am,
word.
I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead on the Montenay boardwalk.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Your husband, Victor Majan, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, man.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, man.
What happened to him?
It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the coal. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Here, take this. No. I'll just give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon she will have to go to the bathroom and scream.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, man.
We should step outside and talk. You did well.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now.
About
that our
Billy and her
duty here
kids.
is done. They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live
Alright,
their
this is closed then.
lives.
Let's go. Yes?
door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore.
Alright.
The door is closed.
Conceptualization. Is that what we want to improve? Our intellect is lacking for sure. Authority, we don't care about authority very much. I care to relate to pop culture. Morale's decent. Endurance. What things do we need? Joyce. Rhetoric. Oh, our hand-eye coordination, right. I want to interact with the bullet.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag. A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theatre of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles.
Who uses
floating around,
Belmargrave
usually
rifle
broken.
these days?
The quality. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking?
I think I know where this came from.
Okay,
Shot probably
And?
came from a Belmargrave rifle.
an antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez
Why
or
not?
anywhere in Ravachol, really. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Worth what? Getting shots?
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Seems like we're looking for an antiques enthusiast.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself. Okay, and? An antique. I have to hand it to some new RCM recruits get impatient. Imagine if everyone. But
Something
back to the
mysterious.
investigation.
Is afoot with this antique bullet type.
Mysterious. Okay. Either way.
Okay, so we know something about the bullet, I guess. Locate a working firearm that shoots 40-46 ammo. Oh, we haven't, what? Everett knew that we mailed the signatures. I guess we'll go do that. What's this guy still doing there?
Right to work.
Hey, tough guy, I had more questions.
Shame on. Things are busy enough. You going to waste
Baby.
less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stark
What exactly is the goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there.
You're
working.
unable to breach the
The
entrance.
bastards hadn't shut. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. And try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer.
Have you considered joining in like all of these?
Why don't you go arrest them instead?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you...
No,
I'm just gonna leave
they
now.
will.
He's a suspicious person. Don't know what's up with him. Okay.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everett Clare
Yeah,
do
it's
for you
done. I
today?
mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and I feel I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Hear that? You did it the honest way. You got the real signatures, and now he's happy. Well done. I don't know. Your dirty forgery fingers aren't sure if playing this one straight was the right
Yeah,
thing
we
to
got
do.
it, honestly. Yeah.
Finally, answers. Ask away, son.
What was the fine print on the document I mailed? What was the catch?
There was no fine print, Harry, but I do hope all that construction noise and limited street access encourages some people to move. After a year of that ruckus, who wouldn't? And when they do, they will have a good place to go. I'm currently working on renovating the buildings near the roundabout into affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal
What do you mean?
buildings and commerce. Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
You supermarket church complex. You really expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote.
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man richer than Joyce Messier with that vote of yours. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him. As he
Ooh, we can sense things. Did you order the hangman killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I'm
What?
very,
What did you
very
gain from him
glad
being
he's
dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Trained military people. Aren't you afraid, free men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah, everybody hates them, except ultra liberals, maybe, which happens to be me.
You're not an ultra-liberal, Harry. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be a retard.
Yeah, is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has
What?
no chance. Tits from her arsehole.
Why are you telling me your
It's
plans?
a local saying. Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
How many other guys are there in the union?
2,372. Plus
How are
yours
you gonna
truly,
find
of
a new
course.
independent harbour?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything.
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Summer and Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Wow, a neurochemical, psychoactive labor uprising stroke hostile takeover.
That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay? Makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keeps it out of more dangerous hands.
Oh, Harry, you've misunderstood. I have no drugs in my hands. It's all far removed from me, like some half-remembered dream. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of
So
Martinez.
is there a trade or isn't there?
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, I don't want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys, Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering?
I mean, if it... it's very ambitious. I love what it's doing for the working man, yes.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you
Can
are
I
that
ask you about
working
specific
man.
union members
You have
now?
already done so much work. We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big
can I get one gun now?
mode.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me.
You
But
bastard.
it had to be done. Your gun is with an old woman. I hear she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as
So the gun's still with
terrifying.
the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway,
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good.
She was
None of this
waving
does.
it around at people.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
It sounds like a
Who
very
is
disturbed
this
and
old woman?
desperate individual.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally,
Kin.
someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad.
Can you
but
set
let's
up a
not
meeting?
give him the satisfaction.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun
That's
stuff.
it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something
A
off
few more
me,
questions
my
about the
door
Hobbit.
is always open. I'm always
That's it for
happy
now.
to educate and enter. Very
Can
nice,
we-
Harry.
Okay. Do we spend another skill point somewhere? don't know. We could spend it on rhetoric for some reason. Conceptualization though. Savoir-faire. You've never really used savoir-faire. Drama. Drama's nice. I don't really use drama though. I'll improve it. No, I won't. I actually did improve drama. Wow. Okay, where am I going now? Alright, what else do we have to do here? In front of the pigs? We gotta wait. We gotta go ask class later. And take on this responsibility. Speak. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to, oh, and there's a church again. We gotta go take care of the egghead and the ravers. Okay, I feel like I should say they might not like this whole thing.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Found someone who saw the hanging, a witness. Class J says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
A whore, huh? A lot of that going around lately. From the mouths of distressed men. Whatever the case, you've hit a nerve. He's angry. No, more than that. He feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type.
Cut the
She's
bullshit.
fucked up.
She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Done.
Titus Hardy. Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen
So
to the
what's
tape,
on
we
this
got
tape?
nothing to talk about. What's on it? We call it the Door Gunner Mega Mix. You'll know why.
Where did you get this
Won't you
tape?
listen to it? You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no
So
university
you bugged
degree
them out.
for that. We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
I'll get it. Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff.
Where can I listen to this?
Indexes and shit.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's
Not for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments
I'll
of
listen.
Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
A few more things about the tape before I go listen to it. I'll go listen to the tape.
Yeah? What you do?
Found someone who
that,
saw the hanging, a witness.
lawman? A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled
My
on the
witness
other,
isn't local.
and he's in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is.
Let's just say
surprised.
he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
Enough about the witness.
What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing
This
a
is
hell of a
supportive.
job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses.
I'm gonna
Witness
take off
is
now.
a scary word.
Is she ready?
Officer.
Hardy
It's
Boy
a
is getting a
fine day
recording.
for
They say
questions.
it proves that they ceased intention to commit rape.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it, but haven't yet.
She
What
nods,
is this wildflower?
exhaling a dense cloud of cigarette smoke. She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. Is that the one you caught?
What's that bow?
Sambo style? A martial art, sir.
Yes, well, why
Is
was
that
it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss?
Admires? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable
Let's return to this
society.
later, miss.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader. You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs.
Damn.
Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape
Was that the very end
stops
silence?
spinning.
What do you think?
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating.
I agree.
It sounded like he
This
wasn't
also sounded
around the
inebriated.
harbor walls. Still,
There's more going on here than we know.
one of the other mercenaries,
go,
I
Hoy.
think. The one he was talking to. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad
You think he was
committed
there?
war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe
Okay,
Kohoi
then
is
what
just
now?
murk talk for atrocity, slaughter. I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Alright, fine.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder
We have listened to the
investigation.
recording. The deceased states he intends to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as a target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it
Those are the
Soldier of the
exact words he's
Apocalypse
used.
style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Cohoy style?
Cohoy was mentioned. Yes, the word whore was used.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Cohoy, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Cohoy.
When I say things like that, matches me.
Everything.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Cohoy massacre, and the 36th famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled
Hold on,
man.
he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together
Weren't you
with
afraid?
my magical personality. Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Cohoy. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
She wouldn't. She doesn't have the full Hoy in her.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you have some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where was Lily said? The place I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I
You're
looked it
from
before.
Oranje.
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol,
How old was he,
speed,
miss?
probably also sildenafil.
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no, we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
His eye color.
The adversary one.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
It's clear she was very much attracted to him.
You
still
found him
is.
attractive.
Of course. He was the most strangely beautiful man I've ever been with. And I mean that. And now, he's dead. A pity.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke.
He had a tattoo, what did it
I
mean?
couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Oh,
You liked
that.
it?
It's clear she
What did it represent, do you know?
Quite a lot, yes. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier.
For showing off the chicks.
It was
how
mostly
so?
for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's
Real
done
woman,
horrible
miss.
things in every single one of them.
Can you tell me
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when we're sober.
Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
A change of topic? Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question.
Answer the
Don't give
question,
explanations.
yes. Did he enjoy the moment of his death?
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world conflicts. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer. No, it doesn't check out.
Ooh.
Can't you see she's clearly avoiding something here? That's a strange thing to suggest.
His drama's
The lady
picking up now.
isn't fair and
Could be
just.
love that did it on him. What do you mean?
It very well could be, yes. What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean.
You told me.
Love did him in?
Love did him in.
What does that mean? That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up. There, she momentarily lost control over straight fat guy.
Do you feel guilty?
It appears that she feels guilty.
Of course I do. I'm hungover. I feel guilty about everything.
Do you feel guilty about what happened to him?
Among many other things, yes. I could have done something. There's always something you can do, right?
Yeah.
Ask me something
Yeah.
else.
Perhaps, miss. It was communism that killed. What is communism anyway? Huh.
A moment ago it
Oh,
was love.
communism. Oh.
And no.
Rip.
I don't think
It's
union
late.
is
I'm
communist.
tired.
There are a couple of shades pinker than that. They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about anyway? This politics shit is a lot in the morning. Is it even morning?
I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you meant by that. And can you blame her? You could blame her. A little. It was a pretty straightforward question that she
Something
refused to
miraculous
answer.
is coming, they told me. Yeah, these are pretty bad answers.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out in the northwest, he told me. Okay, she just doesn't need to respond.
Cool.
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected.
What is
You have a
sildenafil?
great nose for this stuff. It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that
Okay,
feat
and why do I
becomes
know this?
problematic. Because
Of
you're
course.
a scientist, of course.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss.
Yeah.
But we'll manage without your help.
We
for now.
requested a semen screening from processing. That we did.
Good for you.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
This is one of her maneuvers. The others are fast asleep, as always. It's hard to say what the truth is. What? Huh? The truth? All the world's a stage.
I think
Aren't
we're
we
finished
all
with this line of
just
questioning.
actors?
All right.
Coolly.
Let's return to this later.
She
miss.
pours herself
Alright,
more
so... we can talk to Titus about the door gunner mega mix. We gotta wait for pigs to arrive. We'll wait for a nighttime to ask her about Sunday night. And we also gotta go look for Sunday's friend. We also gotta help Ravers start a nightclub. We gotta go back to the church, Turn that church into a nightclub. Oh shoot, why do I... Yeah, it's so difficult to interact with that. Okay, Titus.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
So I talked to class about the tape. And nothing. She says she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
You smell weakness. He's getting tired of the
It was
games
dark
they
stuff,
play.
but it didn't prove anything. It didn't change her mind.
Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are
She did not
supposed
say
to
what
be
to do.
like.
It did not come as a
Fucking
surprise to her, and
whoop-de-doo.
she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. Oh my gosh. These are all valid, but Titus, she said she would like to become a little door gunner herself if she could. Dang. For any of these responses against Titus just seems like it'll piss him off, but did not come okay. It did not come as a surprise to her. She definitely wasn't scared. I'll say this.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Right. Oh, fucking righty. I guess it's good then. Fucking.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for it.
Dang. We go with the physical instrument, yeah. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in the denial. Okay, sure. You know what I think? Women are crazy, man.
You can say that again, cop. Right
Bump
here.
it. Bump it hard.
Here we go. Bump it hard. Your fist connects with his. Hard. The slam is audible. You can almost hear his bones ring. Your knuckles tingle, life-affirmingly. A flash of pain, like slamming your fist against iron. He is stronger than he looks. And he looks like Vermouth Kazai.
And now you, Pina Claude.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses, then extends his curled fist and taps Titus's bruised knuckles. A
I
bomb
don't think this is
has
personal
been
for you.
formed.
I think you had feelings
Not
for her.
bad.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
That's alright, Boone. I just thought, Chief. I thought anyone would come around that heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost
Alright.
his shit. It's cool.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her, Titus. Fuck on!
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40,
Oh
huh?
god.
Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
uh,
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less
ah,
cooperative
shit.
they will.
This is a white check. We could convince Titus he is being manipulated. But that requires a little more rhetoric. Our rhetoric is trash. We'll do it. This fails.
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth.
You guys are always telling me
There
you're
are many
good,
ways
and
to
then
go
you
about
aren't.
it. All of them.
Okay, man, it's
really
clear you're being played like a fiddle. I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. I got this fucking dark shadow in my heart. That is the same thing happened to me. She manipulated me too.
Sucks for you. But get this straight. No one manipulates Titus Hardy. I knew I was sticking it in crazy. But you have no idea what you're doing up there. I can see it in your face. Every time you come down and sing her song. She's in your head, man. You fucked.
Brutal, Titus. Brutal, but true. She has a hold on him.
The witness has no hold on officers of the RCM. My partner was just trying to get you to come clean in his unusually emotional way.
Why did you say she's manipulating you? She's manipulating them, remember? I didn't tell you to say that. Who told him that filthy lie? It was me. I made you sound weak, and I shouldn't have. But this guy, Goldmouth, he's way in over his head.
Okay.
Be careful with his so-called advice.
I'm gonna take off now. We'll try again later, but we want more points into rhetoric. I think. I mean, we have a good cap. Okay, we don't have the full stories for that. I guess we could try to help the ravers start that nightclub. But it is pretty late. I think I'm gonna go to sleep, honestly. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Till next time.